Okay, now we're going to tie the egg loop knot. It's very easy to do. You can actually do it at the stream bank as we're doing right now. And my preference all my life of steelhead fishing has always been Gamakatsu. Gamakatsu is my favorite in the octopus. Now we have to use barbless, of course, and I'm using a size 2 over here, and the stamp number is 75309. Okay, and so we'll take the barbless hook out. And we take the line. Okay, so what we do is we take the hook, I take the end of the line. Not as easy as it looks like. Okay, so we take that in, and it's now, as you can see, it's gone through the eyelet of the hook, and then we take it and we wrap it. I like to do about 8-9 wraps, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe a little bit more, 9, 10. So I've got 10 wraps around. I now pin the line against the shaft of the hook. The other end is out like this. Then I will take this and I will have a loop in here. So now I'll take the other end all the way. We've got this long leader. I got about 2-3 feet right now. Take it back here. I'm still pinning, as you can see. And now I'm going to go in the opposite way. Still pinning the loops, actually the wraps around. And I will take this and I'm going to pull it all the way through, almost, because I'm going to keep this loop. And this loop is what's going to snell the hook for us. Okay? So I've got this pin like this. I now have this loop, as you can see, pinned and loop with the tag end. So we take this tag end and we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've got that held. Now what I'll do is I'll pull it through on that end, wet it a bit, and pull through. And now, biting through on both ends, I've pulled it through, snugged it up against the eye, and as you can see, we now have a ready to go egg loop. And this is what you'll attach your steelhead roe or salmon roe. Steelhead roe, of course, is always the best, and I love to use the one that's been procured because I don't know what that little magic is that they use, but that is some great stuff. So what I've got, I'm using for bait. I've got my roe. I just got a little berry. See how what size that is. Then I've got my floater right up on here, and that's how that'll float. Plus, when you saw us do the egg loop before, there's the knot and there's the yarn. And that yarn, I've also just pull it down on there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some scent on here. And that's what I've got right here. I've got Mike's fluorescent glow scent for steelhead and salmon. This is great stuff. Highly recommended. I just shake it up. And I pour it on the yarn. So that's what I'm doing right here. And that'll hold it long enough. Okay, putting that away, and see, that's what we got set up right here. And then up here we've got the sliding system with the slinky and the swivel system. As you see, we got 2 eyelets right here on the swivel, and then we've got a hook swivel over here that's holding the slinky. And as you can see, you take the slinky and then you can change out for different sizes quicker depending on the current, how fast or slow it is. So now what we're going to do is we're going to cast this guy. Okay, so what we're going to do basically, what you want to do is you want to cast to the area and you want to sweep. And you want to basically do these semicircles is what you're doing. So you cast out and do 2-3 sweeps. And you can either work upriver or downriver. I like to work downriver because you're going up on the fish, and the fish are going to be affected first by your lure than before by your shadow. So I'm going to cast into a hole. And basically just going to feel the bouncing on the bottom as the slinky's hitting it. And the slinky's hitting it, and I'm looking either for a stop, an actual jerk, and I'm just feeling it. Tap, 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 tap. That's what you're feeling, the very tip. That's why I love this Fenwick, also because they've got these great eyelets on here that are fantastic for the line to slide through and be very sensitive. And I'm using 10-pound line on here, and my leader is 8-pound fluorocarbon. And basically I'm just searching through along the bottom. Okay. Very sensitive deal. And then reel back in again. And then I'll take like one. It's just like in fly fishing. When I'm spay casting or fly fishing, I take 1 or 2 steps down, get ready, and then cast again and work it. Just feeling that tap, tap, tap on the bottom of the... And before I used to actually set it real hard. These days I've learned you just pull it up and then you won't get caught on the snags as frequently, and you'll still get into the fish. Okay, and you're just feeling along the bottom. Tap, 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 tap. And if you're not tapping, that means you either don't have enough weight or you're basically stuck on the bottom, and so you're going to have to go either up or down in terms of how much lead you've got, how many pieces of buckshot or birdshot you got in your slinky.
Okay, we're rolling.
Okay, I got probably about a 10-pound steelhead on right now. And what we don't want to do is lose this puppy. He's a beauty. Or she's a beauty, we don't know yet. And I'm giving a good C on my rod, as you can see. Okay. There we go. Come on, baby. Get it.
Yeah.
And I can see on the back also, if we get this fish in, you'll see some seal bites on the back of its head. I can see it right now, but as you can tell, it's a very bright fish. So I can't see the adipose fluid right now, but it looks like it is a hatchery fish, which means we will be keeping this fish for the next episode on cooking steelhead. Okay. There we go. Basically using and what I'm going to do is a technique. I don't have a net with me, and I hardly ever use a net for steelhead fishing when I'm fishing from the bank. Walk this fish out of the water, and here's a real nice smooth area to do that. So the way you do that is you walk back. This is the way they do it back in Scotland. So basically I'm going to walk this fish out. Now it's resisting, but I'm moving back. Notice I'm not reeling it in, I'm moving back so that it doesn't scare up. Ziggy, come. Okay, here we go. That's a nice, great one. And I'm basically letting it walk out. There we go. And this is clipped on the back, and we will be keeping this fish. And there you go. That's how you catch a steelhead on the Russian.